Hey Jeff, Dan from First Page Marketing here. Thanks for taking the time to request your website and competition Google review. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the opportunities to get you on the first page Google and start getting you some of the customers that are looking for a tiler in Perth. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you are the keywords that people are searching on Google to find a tiler in Perth. Now, there's lots of different searches, and some are more profitable than others, and some have more volume than others. So I'm going to go over which keywords we might want to be looking at. And the second thing I'm going to walk you through is which of your competitors are showing up for those keywords and taking most of the work in Perth for tilers. And I'm going to show you how they're getting there and what's working for them and how you can do something similar but better and outrank them. And the third thing I'm going to show you is run an SEO audit on your website and compare your website against your competitors, so we can get you on the first page of Google by doing what they're doing and outranking them, but doing it better. All right, so firstly, let's have a look at, I'm on your website. All right, so I understand you've just had this done. It's pretty good. It's nice and clean and tidy. There's just a few things that I think we need to fix straight away, not major things. So the first one is your homepage. So you've got this area here, see the free quote number and the slideshow. On mobile, all of this interferes with each other. So you can't click on the number because this is in the way. So while on desktop it's okay, on mobile it definitely needs fixing because you can't click on either of these. And I think whoever's on mobile will probably get frustrated with that and might leave. So half the searches now on Google are through mobile. So I think we definitely want to fix that. The second thing is, I think we talked about this. I think a very important thing now is to show your face in business so people know who they're dealing with. So if you had yourself in a bathroom right here, maybe with some of your workers with your business shirt on, just to show that you're professional and to show that you're a friendly face, I think that would go a long way with customers, and they'd be more inclined to call you because they can see who they're dealing with and they're happy for you to come into their home. So I think that's a bare minimum that you need, especially for a local trade business. And a little video of yourself in a bathroom introducing yourself would go a very long way. So I would recommend definitely doing that, and that'll definitely give you a big edge on your competition. Okay, but and then maybe this is still pretty good. I think we could probably just enlarge some of this text and cut it down. Maybe put some of this text on another page, but that sort of stuff we can do down the track. We don't have to get too technical about the website because it's good enough. But if we can make little tweaks to make it better, I think it's worth doing straight off the bat. And also, I've had a look through your galleries. They're set up all right. Got some nice photos. Good photos are very important. Nice. That's good. Says you do residential and commercial. That's good. I think some commercial testimonials here would be nice. I think that would go a long way. And blog's good because we're going to need some articles for Google search engine optimization. And I'll go over these articles a bit more in depth in this video. Okay, but we've got a few here, which is good. But we're going to need to add probably about 3 or 4 more at least. And contact us page. That's good. Get a free quote. No worries. So another thing that we can add in here is a Google Maps. I know you don't have a location yet, but I'll talk to you about that in a minute. All right, so I'll get out of here and go onto the first page of Google, and I've typed in a search floor tiler Perth. That's probably a common phrase that people would be typing in looking for a tiler in Perth. Now I've just ran this search twice. The first, it looks different every time. Okay, so I'm going to just run through the first page quickly in case you don't know exactly how the first page works and is set up. So on the top of Google, you have what we call Google Ads. Okay, so a little ad. So these websites, these companies are paying to have their website show up right on top of Google, and every time you click on a website, they pay. For these guys are probably paying anywhere from $2 to $5 on average per click. And this is very in-depth stuff, but the advantage with this is you can get on Google immediately. You can get on Google next week. we could get that going pretty fast for you. But like anything, it's an investment, and you've got to be very careful with it. And a lot of these, when you start seeing, these are directories. When you start seeing directories, you know it's a good opportunity to get in. Well, two of your competitors were showing up here last time I ran it, and those competitors were gun tiling, and this other tiler, Dirk's Tiling Service. Now, that's a terrible landing page. Like, the flash page doesn't even work. If I was looking for a tiler, you would just jump straight back on that. You would click on his ad, you'd go click, then you would see that, and you'd go see you later. And then he's just paid for a click that no one wants to pay for. So he's paying all this money to be on AdWords, but he hasn't even got a decent site. It's just silly. So whoever's taking care of his AdWords, he's stuffing up big time. So this could be, if I was in your position, you could get right on top of Google pretty cheap, pretty fast, and start getting jobs like next week. So that's something that you can consider and we can talk about if you like. I think you would be wanting to set aside a budget of about $500, and I think you should be able to get like a job a week out of that, no worries, without a problem. This can be good because even with a commercial job, you just pick up one job and that can lead to lots of other jobs. So yeah, anywhere between $400 to $500 just for your budget on here is good. And then of course we charge a setup fee and a maintenance fee to take care of that every single month. Now the second way you can get on the first page of Google is Google Maps. Google have changed the way, Google are pretty much showing maps all the time now, especially for local searches. And you see gun tiling, they're on Google Maps. Now they have a Google page, but they don't have a physical location. So these guys have a physical location. The best thing to do with this is to get a virtual address right smack bang in the middle of Perth. And I've done that for some of my other businesses. And it's basically an office where you can get calls taken. You can actually go in there and work a few days a week, like I do. Or it just can be an address. But the beautiful thing about that is it's very low cost, and it looks like you have a physical address in the center of Perth, and it builds authority, and Google are more likely to show you in here, especially if you're typing in Perth, floor tiler Perth. Google sees that you're in Perth. It goes, oh, okay, we're going to put you here because you're a tiling company in Perth. And these guys are smart. They put Perth in their tag, so it tells Google to show them up. This one, you definitely need to start getting some reviews. Well, we need to set you up a Google business page first. And again, we can do that for you. We can set up the virtual address and we can make sure you show up in here. And that's the cheapest of all, and I reckon that's the best of all. So very good opportunity there to get in this spot here, because people can see your reviews that you're a real company. They're very likely to click onto this. Now, the third section is the Google organic spot. So these are organic, so there's no ads, and businesses don't pay every time you click on here, but it takes more time to get on this, to get in the organic section. So it really depends on how stiff the competition is, but it usually takes months. Some industries it's 3 to 6 months. Some industries it's a year, like for SEO businesses, because we're all pros at SEO. Well, some of us, it takes years to get onto the first page of Google. So when you start seeing directories on the organics, you know there's a good opportunity because you can outrank directories pretty easily. A local business has a much better chance of outranking a directory, in my opinion, most of the time. So, and then there's a few more ads down the bottom. There's Dirk's Tiling, he's down the bottom. And so I'll show you, we saw Dirk's Tiling. Now, Gun Tiling were at the top, and this is their website. So they've got a very nice, clean website as well. But this is terrible. See that? He's the owner and he's not even facing the camera. You want to be facing the camera and at least smiling. So I think if you change that, that would go a long way. Because if I was looking for a tiler and I saw this, I'd be thinking, why isn't this guy facing the camera where he's not friendly? What's going on there? That's just weird. And they've done a nice job with everything else and to do a big stuff up there. But I reckon he'll still be doing all right, because if you look on the front page of Google, he usually has a top spot, and he has a spot in here, and he has a spot in here. So I'm pretty confident that he's probably taking most of the tiling jobs, the new tiling jobs in Perth, because you've got like a trifecta here. 1, bang, 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 and that's the way to go for a local business. Okay, so and it's quite easy to get in there. We get in there within a matter of we can get in all these spots within a matter of months. Okay, so we've gone over that. Okay, so let's go over the keywords and what people are actually typing in, because there's lots of different variations of this. See, tilers, Perth prices, southern suburbs, bathroom renovations, tiles. You want to be careful about which words you're targeting, because a lot of these words, let's just say we go floor tile, Perth, sometimes tilers will actually pop up. No tilers have popped up. But if you type in, sometimes people are wasting money on the wrong keywords. So getting the right keywords are pretty important. So I've had a look at the keywords and what your competition. Sorry, my computer's. This is gun tiling, and you can see about their top organic keywords and the positions on where the keywords are. See, tile floor installation, they're number 58 there. So they're not doing well on floor tile installation, but wall and floor tile installation are doing well. So um, porcelain floor tiles, Perth. I mean, you don't even want to be ranking that, because they're for people looking for porcelain floor tiles. Tile art, I have no idea what that is, but of course, gun tiling, they're coming up first. So we can get a lot of information on what the competition are doing and how they're getting there. And the way they're ranking is backlinks. Backlinks are basically links from other people's websites that point to your website, and it tells Google that you've got a good website. They're like votes. So that's very important in an SEO strategy. So SEO strategy, I don't know if I mentioned before, SEO is search engine optimization, and that's to help you get in the top organic spots. And like I was saying, this top spot in Google, that's like the holy grail. Most people are clicking on this. I'm sure you know when you've been searching, most people will click on the first spot. So that's really where you want to be. Second spot's all right too, because people usually try out a few different ones. Okay. All right, so let's just go over these keywords again. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, keyword list. So I've started identifying a few keywords and the volumes of these keywords and what people are bidding on. Now, these numbers aren't that accurate. They're more like guesses. So Google never give us the exact information. So we can only pull estimates out. So some of these words we want, some we don't want to go after. So tilers express Perth. We might have to do some research on what that is. Roof tilers, we don't want roof tilers. And I'm not sure if you want to go, I know you're more based south, so I'm not sure if you want to travel north as well. But all in up, there's a volume of 340 each month. I'd guess there's a little bit more than that, because that sounds pretty low. And then you've got cost per clicks, how much people are bidding on the keywords. And these, see, there's usually $2-3. I don't think they're going up to $16 a click. No way. Maybe one person is bidding $16, which is madness. Recommended tilers $10. I doubt I'd be getting that high. I think $3 would get you to around the top section. So yeah, getting the right keywords is the first thing we need to do. And what I'll do is email you this list, and you can see for yourself which keywords you like and which ones you don't. And we can only target so many keywords at a time. Okay, so usually we will go with the best keywords to compete against. Now, the beautiful thing about this is these keywords aren't difficult to rank. See this keyword difficulty? Okay, this difficulty shows you how difficult it would be to outrank a competition in the top organic for a given keyword. The high percentage, a lot of these, of course, the higher it is, the harder it is to rank. A lot of these are just NA. They're not. It's not even a problem. So for tilers in Perth, 62%. I don't see that as being a problem either. Okay, so there's that. Now, as I was saying with gun tiling, backlinks. So the first thing we need to do in terms of getting you up in the SEO, getting you up in the organic spots in Google, that's to me is a very important long-term strategy. So right now, here's your website. So this is a domain overview of website and how many backlinks you've had. I understand you've had a little bit of SEO work, so you've got 14 backlinks and you're showing up on Google for some stuff, but the positions, as you can see here, 30, 37, 30. Cheap title, we don't want that. I doubt you want calls for people wanting a cheap title. So you're already on the map on some areas, but there's a long way to go. As you can see, your competition's got thousands of backlinks. You don't need thousands, in the hundreds or so high. Yeah, you don't need thousands. It's ridiculous. Okay. So I've done a site audit on your website. Now your website's very healthy. It only has minimal issues. So I'll go through that as well. And your website's pretty quick as well. So you have a total score of 94%. So that's good. It's set up pretty well straight off the bat. So, but we do have to fix a few things. You've got 39 warnings and 21 notices, 13 issues. These are the top issues that we'll probably want to fix within the first month. Meta descriptions, HTML, and alt attributes. And I won't go through all that because that's very technical and boring. And the SEO checker. So these are the ways that we can improve your SEO and get you moving toward the front page. So these are ideas. They say there's 1,000% potential. And you can see huge potential here. And straight off the bat, there's a bunch of ideas. Some of the first thing we want to be doing is creating some blog posts that are keyword rich and the keywords that we want to target. And that'll definitely help us get on the map for people searching for those high volume keywords. And okay, so I think that's about it for the SEO. Let me just give me a second. Okay, so the second thing I want to go through again is the Google Maps. Google Maps. So, like I said, we need to get you a physical address in the city to get you on here fast, and then we have some software here to help you do that. We'll do some auditing. But I tried looking for you. I tried looking for gun tiling, and he's not even there. Okay, so just to recap, there's 3 ways that we can get you on the first page of Google. Google Ads, Google Maps, and organic. Organic, you can expect that to take, I think we can do it in 3 months. Max 6 months. I think it shouldn't take 6 months. It really depends on how hard it is in the competition. But you'll start seeing results in the first 30 days to 2 months. And what we're offering for organic is a 30-day SEO trial. So what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll fix these issues. We'll fix these warning and issues and start making you some blog posts and start ranking you and start getting you up on Google organically. Because to me, that's important to get yourself an organic spot just for the long term. Get yourself in here. Because most people are clicking in here. It's a long-term game. So what we can do is a 30-day trial for $147. Now, most SEO companies in Perth are charging anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. So $147 is ridiculously cheap, and it doesn't cover our costs. But we're hoping once you see our results, you'll stick with us in the long term. Okay, and the second option is the maps. The maps and the AdWords we need to have a bit more of an in-depth conversation about. But for starters, I recommend the 30-day trial to get you some results. And then after that, we can get you moving on this. Okay, so yeah, if you're happy with that, give us a call back or shoot me an email back and we can chat about it some more. See you, mate.